Welcome back to the Four Seasons Budapest, Miss Bajana.
France has most battles won. France surrendering once. 13 reasons why. 95 reasons why. Boy who just turned 18 in 1942. I'm gonna enjoy my life so much. US government. You will be spending some time on the beach soon. Scientists in peacetime. Scientists in wartime. Senators. History is about to be made. Caesar. Where? Brutus. Right behind you. I'm gonna tell my kids this was India. We are going to France. Boys. Haha. Surrender baguette. Girls. America in the 1920s. America in the 1930s. America making political parties. George Washington saying not to. Guys, what the frick? George Washington. Do not create political fractions, it will divide the country. America does it anyway. George Washington. Girls when it's cold outside. Boys when it's cold outside. 50,000 Allied troops. We have you 11 to 1. 4,500 Italian troops. I like the odds. I'm gonna get close to this group of humans. What's the worst that can happen? Thousands of years later. How to carve a turkey. Google. Bing. Statue of Liberty, when it was made. Statue of Liberty now. Nepal and other countries' history books. Nepal and Japanese history books. Leaves that flavor hot water. British Empire. What are the Mario brothers' views on the use of nuclear weapons against Japan? Mario says, the bombing of Hiroshima can be justified, but Nagasaki was uncalled for and resulted in needless loss of life. Luigi says, don't play nice, hit them twice. The British in America, conquering the majority of North America. The French and Dutch in America, setting up trade relations. The Spanish in America. The officer trying to get me to get up and fight. The NCO telling us it's a suicidal plan. Me hearing the sound of American shotguns and Yankee Doodle. The American cowboy looking into the trench. Brits going on vacation to New Orleans. After all these years, I would return to the scene of my greatest military defeat. As a tourist. Country in the 1500s exists. Europeans. Hippity hoppity, you are now my property. Germany. Shotguns are so inhuman and brutal, we should ban them. Also Germany. Gonna tell my kids this was Santa Claus. Me and the boys in 1914. Me and the boys in 1917. Fidel Castro trying to breed dog-sized cows. I'm the milkman. My milk is delicious. 15th century me steals a fork. So you have chosen death. A Pikachu movie starring Ryan Reynolds. Wanting Saman from Manchuria. Yeltsin. So you've been in a kidnapping for 3 days. Gorbachev. Oh boy, I can't wait to continue ruling my favorite country, the Soviet Union. I love honey. But you know what I don't love? Persians. Me explaining why Sparta has been the first communist society. The hostage I keep in my basement. Red Army in Finland. Red Army in Chechnya. Red Army when Stalin gives them their generals back. America. The 20s was really fun, I bet 30s will be even better. The economy. No. Making accurate documents for everything. Making up fantasy legends about everything. Germans. Small country tries to ease into socialism. No, this isn't how you're supposed to play the game. League of Nations 2.0. United Nations. Germany 1945. Our recruits are the best, they will crush the Soviets. The recruits. Me writes 5 essays for 4 different classes in the same month. Alexander Hamilton. Hold my revolutionary beer. France. Taxing people so much that people can't even get bread. Marie Antoinette. If they have no bread, let them eat cake. Member of French Parliament breathing in presence of Robespierre. So you have chosen death. Neanderthals after finding out they have big brains. Girl, I can't believe you didn't cry in Titanic. Do you have any emotion? Have you ever cried? Me. Rise and fall of the Swedish Empire. Galileo, the earth orbits around the sun. The Catholic Church. Pretty sure it doesn't. When you use variety of chemicals to unleash literal hell in predator's mouth, but weird apes keep eating you. Confused screaming. When you go to ancestry.com and find out actual aristocrats who know their family tree back to Charlemagne. I'm sorry, is this some sort of peasant joke that I'm too rich to understand? Carving up turkey. When you meet some random Sumerian in 3500 BC and his tools are much harder than your copper tools, the secret ingredient is tin. Germans, we're great to blend in. Also Germans. You may not like them, Kaiser, but you can't deny the French got style. Japan seen by Europe. Japan seen by China. Dead bodies of the Black Plague. European wars. Mongols. Battle of Philippi, 42 BC. Marcus Junius Brutus. In times like these, I wish I'd listened to what Julius told me. Gaius Cassius Longinus. What did he tell you? Marcus Junius Brutus. I don't know, I didn't listen. Jews exist. Everyone in recorded history. How dare you? Like father. Like son. France has greatest military record of all countries. France surrenders once. Teacher, we are going to France. Boys, haha, baguette surrender country lol. Girls. Britain in British history books. Britain in American history books. Britain in Indian history books. Britain in Hong Kong history books. People flexing now. Ran out of tissues. Germans in the 1930s. The Cold War in a nutshell. Do you want to explode? Everyone wants some of me. And I got the creepy fan letters to prove it. When you leave your kids with an empire for 5 minutes and they've already lost India. When you find out that Baby Yoda is both the legal age of consent and a child. You're invited to the Mongols. Join. Get raided then join. America forcing Japan to open its harbors in 1853. Japan closing one of America's harbors 88 years later. Germany reading the Treaty of Versailles. What a crock of nonsense. The church exists. Martin Luther. Here's 95 reasons why I don't like the church. First, it's pay to win. When you ask Vikings what they're eating for dinner, monks. Don't be sad because it's over. Smile because it happened. Me and the boys on our way to Vietnam. Me and the boys back from Vietnam. We did it, we time traveled. But to what year? Let me ask that guy over there. Is the Balkans at war? Yes. I have no idea. Imagine being a weapon that requires you to stay closer than 5 meters from your enemy in order to be effective. This post was made by the Landsknecht Pike Formation Gang. Tell my kids these were illegal immigrants. Hungary. Kingdom of Hungary. You're gonna crash your plane too, right? Me. American rebels. Don't stand in a row. Britain. No, this isn't how you're supposed to play the game. When the Indians you had Thanksgiving with die from smallpox a week later. God's plan. God's plan. Sparrows, eat some grain. Mao Zedong. You have lost existence privilege. Anyone wears red clothes during the 60s. The US government. You are accused of Soviet behavior. The court finds guilty and sentences you to be shot. Nobody. British Empire. Earth. Senators. History is about to be made. Caesar. Where? Brutus. Right behind you. We have you 4-1. I like those odds. Germany in the 1930s. Well, now I don't even feel like a world war. Wait. No, it's back.
Subscribe.
Your oaths are past, and now subscribe your names.